Today my topic is micro and macro statistics. Economics explain statistics analysis in terms of micro and macro static equilibrium models. An economic model refers to relationship among different economic variables in which one variable appears in more than one relationship in the microstatic models. Supply and demand relationships determine price at point of time, which are also constrained to time. The given demand and supply functions are D equal function P. It's one. Second one is equal function P. It's 2. The demand function here D equal function P. Second one is supply equal function P. From from 1 and 2 equal demand and supply. Demand and supply. Demand and supply. From 1 and 2 equal demand equal supply. It's 3. Now, where D is amount demand of some commodity, S is amount supply of that commodity, and P is its price. This microstatic relationship is visualized in figure 1. Figure 1. So, figure 1. Price, quantity, demand curve, the supply curve. P1, Q1. This point E. E we call equilibrium. D and S are the demand and supply curves respectively. They are indexed at E, where amounts demand and supply. equal OQ at the price OP in the sense of change in demand and supply. Condition this equilibrium position will apply not only to the present point to time but also to the future through time. Hicks' definition of economic statics that we use the term economic statics for these parts of economic theory. Economic theory. Where we do not trouble about getting getting this explanation in his latest book, Capital and Growth. Capital and Growth. Hicks defines economic statics more clearly as one in which claim key variables within brackets, the quantities of commodities that are produced and consumed and the price at which they are exchanged are unchanged. Unchanged. Microstatics analysis explain the statics equilibrium position of the economy. This is best explained by Professor Kurihara in these words. If the object is to show a still picture of the economy as a whole, the macrostatic method, macrostatic method, it's not micro, it is static method. Is the approaching technique for this technique is one of invest in the relation between macro variable in the final position of equilibrium without reference to process of adjustment implicated in that final position. Such a final position of equilibrium may be so by the equation. So y equal c plus I. C plus I, where y is the total income. Y is the total income. C is the total consumption expenditure. Plus I is total investment expenditure. Okay? Y equal C plus I. It simply show the timeless identity equations without any adjusting mechanism. This microstatic model is listed with the eight of Kurihara's diagram reported below. In this diagram, so this vertical assets C O I. Here income. So income 45 lines here. So this is C, consumptions expenditure curve, and plus C plus I here Y1 Y1 figure 2 figure 2 according to this static change in model, the level of national income is determined by the interactions of aggregate supply function and the aggregate demand function in figure 2. 45 line refers this aggregate supply function and C plus I line. C is equal consumptions expenditure. I equal investment expenditure. The aggregate demand function portfolio line and C plus I curve interacts at point E. E. Here E. The point of effective demand which determines OY one level OY one level national OY level of national income. Okay, thus economic statics refers to determines economics. It neither develops nor decays. It is like a snapshot photo from a still camera, which would be the same whether the previous and subjective position of the economy be subject to change or not. Now we study figure 2. One figure is demand and supply function. Second one C, I, and Y. So we can say Y equal C plus I. Y's income equal C equal consumptions expenditure and I equal investment expenditure. The C plus I equal Y. Okay. Today my lesson is over.